Hey there, viewers! Arthritis involves inflammation in the joint, causing pain and damage to several parts of the body. When you have arthritis, not only can your dietary habits increase inflammation, they can also expose you to other chronic conditions. This video will focus on food and drinks you should stay away from to reduce arthritis symptoms. Is vegetable oil bad for you? What about sugar? Do I have to cut alcohol? We're talking all that and more. Number 1. Sugar. Here's the thing, sugar itself isn't all that bad for you. It gives you energy. Sugar is present in several healthy foods. Things like fruits, veggies, and dairy all have sugar. The issue is added sugar, the type found in processed foods and drinks. Too much sugar contributes to obesity, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and mood swings. It even gives you wrinkles. Did you know that eating too much added sugar might worsen inflammation, especially if you have arthritis? Taking in too much processed sugar causes the body to unleash pro-inflammatory proteins, referred to as cytokines. Cytokine levels are already high when you've got inflammatory arthritis. The inflammation is what causes pain, swelling, and stiffness in your joints. Eating too many high-sugar foods increases your hunger and might cause weight gain. Added or processed sugar adds calories to your diet with no nutritional value. When you're overweight or obese, that fat produces hormones that can place you into an inflammatory state. Research has found that obesity can result in more active and severe rheumatoid and psoriatic arthritis. According to experts, additional weight puts more pressure and stress on the joints, which may worsen the pain and stiffness. An extreme amount of sugar in your diet can also lead to the formation of several harmful compounds. Do you have a healthy alternative to processed sugar? Does it work? Sound off in the comment section and start a conversation with our Bestie community. Number 2. Certain vegetable oils. Several cooking oils contain omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. Diets high in omega-6 and low in omega-3 could worsen symptoms of osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. These fats are necessary for your health. However, the lack of balance between omega-6 and omega-3 in most diets can increase joint inflammation. Reducing your intake of foods high in omega-6 fats, such as vegetable oils, while increasing your intake of omega-3 foods like fatty fish may improve arthritis symptoms. Americans consume 10 times more omega-6 fats than omega-3s. The occasional intake of omega-3 fats isn't good for your heart health. Maintaining a higher balance could be a smart idea. However, don't try this by limiting omega-6 fatty acids. Instead, add some more omega-3 to your everyday diet. Interested yet? Make sure you join our millions of followers and hit that subscribe button for all our great Bestie content. Number 3. High sodium intake. Individuals with rheumatoid arthritis might feel the impact of salt a lot more than others. Corticosteroids, which treat arthritis, cause the body to carry more sodium than usual. Experts suggest keeping your salt intake to lower than 1,500 milligrams daily. There are easy ways to reduce salt intake. Nearly all canned and ready-made foods contain high amounts of sodium to prevent them from spoiling. Even top-class chefs will add additional salt to prepare tasty food. If you find your salt-free diet bland, enhance the flavor with herbs and spices. Number 4. Alcohol. For plenty of people, alcohol is a huge part of their life, whether it's a glass of wine at dinner or a craft brewery tour with friends. However, if you're someone suffering from arthritis, you might have to rethink your drinking habits. Doctors will tell you to stay away from booze altogether. Gout is a common type of inflammatory arthritis in adults. It's a metabolic disease, so our diet can make it worse. Sources claim the more alcohol an individual consumes, the higher their risk of gout. They'll also tell you that any type of alcohol can bring on these gout attacks. A large variety of medicines used to manage symptoms don't mesh well with alcohol. Combining alcohol and certain arthritis drugs will cause an individual to become more vulnerable to liver damage. Before we move ahead, here's another video you might like. I think you need a little more vitamin B12 in your life. Watch and learn more about vitamin B12 deficiency symptoms that should never be ignored. Now back to our talk on arthritis. Number 5. Processed and red meats. Several meat products are prepared by adding preservatives, artificial ingredients, hormones, and other additives. These are chemical ingredients that are a foreign structure to our body and cause inflammation in some folks, especially those people with rheumatoid arthritis. You should avoid processed items like deli meats, bacon, and sausage. They're altered and deep-fried with oils and contain saturated or trans fats. Instead, go for lean cuts of meat that are organic and grass-fed. Red meats are loaded with iron and provide no vitamin C or E. These two vitamins are essential because of their ability to neutralize free radicals. A diet high in red meats and not balanced by antioxidant-rich veggies could increase inflammation, worsening arthritis and joint pain. Apart from this, fatty meats such as red or processed meats are high in saturated fats that increase inflammation. Since it's quite satisfying, it doesn't leave space for alternative foods in your diet. You'll miss out on foods with anti-inflammatory drug properties such as fresh fish. Number 6. Gluten. People with joint pain as well as gluten sensitivity might notice some relief by avoiding gluten. It's usually found in wheat, barley, and rye. Individuals diagnosed with celiac disease may find some relief after they start a gluten-free diet. There could also be an overlap where someone has both arthritis and gluten sensitivity. A study revealed that individuals following a gluten-free vegan diet experience some improvement in their symptoms. Number 7. Highly processed foods. Highly processed items like fast food, breakfast cereal, and baked goods usually contain a high amount of refined grains, sugar, and preservatives, and other inflammatory ingredients, all of which can worsen symptoms of arthritis. Research suggests that diets overloaded with heavily processed foods may increase your risk of rheumatoid arthritis by contributing to inflammation and risk factors. Another study revealed that people who ate higher amounts of highly processed food showed higher risk of cardiovascular disease. Known for triggering inflammation, trans fat is found in fast foods, deep-fried products, processed snacks, frozen breakfasts, cookies, and donuts. Remember to check for hydrogenated oils in the ingredient label. Reducing these foods in your diet will reduce inflammation and boost the body's defense mechanism. Processed foods can worsen your overall health and increase your risk of developing other diseases. Number 8. Ages. Short for advanced glycation end products, ages are molecules produced through reactions between sugars and proteins. They naturally exist in raw animal foods and are developed through specific cooking methods. High protein and fatty animal foods that are fried, roasted, grilled, or boiled are the richest dietary sources of ages. Bacon, steak, fried chicken, and hot dogs are some examples of what I'm talking about. Apart from this, French fries, cheese, margarine, and mayonnaise are also overloaded with ages. People with arthritis have higher levels of ages within their body than people without the disease. Age accumulation in bones and joints may also lead to the development and progression of osteoarthritis. If your body accumulates ages in high amounts, oxidative stress and inflammation might occur. They're linked to symptoms in people with arthritis. Switching high-age foods with nutritious whole foods like vegetables, fruits, legumes, and fish may scale back the load in your body. If you've got arthritis, a healthy diet and lifestyle can have a positive impact on your symptoms. Studies show this time and time again. But there's more. Just remember that factors like body weight, exercise, and smoking are also very important to manage arthritis successfully. Let's take a look at a couple more arthritis-related videos, shall we? Check out 13 remedies to treat psoriatic arthritis naturally. You could also try 9 strange arthritis treatments that actually work. Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both and learn more about how to become a healthier person. Have you made some interesting dietary changes because of arthritis? Let us know in the comments below.